Oh my god, this video has been so much fun. I'm obsessed. My name is Caitlin. I am American, but I live in Portugal now, and I have lived abroad for more than a decade in different countries around the world. So this topic is something that I am not a stranger to. I have dealt with it and continue to deal with it very regularly. And I have a few final things to say about it. Firstly, thank you so much to all of you for commenting. Some of you are having really lovely, interesting interactions where there is education and information being exchanged and it's polite, and love to see it. So firstly, I refer to the country where I come from as the United States or the US. I do not refer to it as America. However, I refer to myself using the adjective American. This is the language that exists in English. When I speak other languages, I use the language that exists in those languages. And yes, I do speak other languages. But the content of the video that I am responding to and the vast majority of what is here on my page is in English. So I use the words and the commonly accepted names in English. Which leads me to my next point, which is that I suggest you, listen to what a local is telling you they are called. So this video particularly was talking about Canada and Canadians. And if you look at the comments, the vast majority of Canadians are saying, no, we do not call our country America. No, we do not call ourselves Americans. There are a few who are saying otherwise, and so maybe if you meet them on the street, you can call them Americans. But I suggest listening to locals, which again, when I go to Guatemala and I'm speaking Spanish, I will do what the local Spanish-speaking Guatemalans say is the correct thing to do when referring to them and their country. But finally, and this is the real kicker for me, the person whose comment that I'm responding to says what I always say, that they're insulted when you call them Americans. Like so many of you did in the comment section, you pointed out the ignorance and uneducation of Americans. So there are so many negative stereotypes that go with Americans. And some of you even felt like you knew me well enough to call me those things. And I just think, okay, so if that's what you think of Americans, why do you want to be associated with that name then? Like, I often will not say where I'm from if I'm with other people who can answer the question for me. If I'm with all my British friends, I stay quiet and I let them say. Back when my mother was traveling, Americans used to put Canadian flags in their backpack because of the Vietnam War. This is